sure glad that I was able to convince myself to get up and get in here and get better today. Good morning, folks, and happy Monday. We are freaking straight dragging ass this morning. For the past hour and a half, we have been just trying to convince ourselves to wake up. We sat there and looked at our breakfast for a solid 30 minutes like, I don't really want to eat today. I really don't want to do it. I really don't want to eat this. And then we finally ate it. We drank a little bit of coffee. And then sat there and tried to convince ourselves some more to pick our stuff up and go out the door. But here we are, out of the door, ready to go battle this Atlanta traffic, to go get better today than we were yesterday. This bad thing is we went to bed early last night in hopes that we would wake up nice and revitalized. Well, we woke up. We didn't wake up refreshed, but we did wake up. So, let's go battle this Atlanta traffic, go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, folks, we have made it to the gym to knock out our run, to get in better shape today than we were yesterday, and then to go get better today than we were yesterday. But I knew I was forgetting something when I was leaving the house. Forgot my lunch. This freaking blows. It really blows. Straight sucks. Gosh. It's gonna be a terrible ride home, but it is what it is. Worse things have happened, so we've went longer without food than a few hours. Let's just put it that way. So let's go knock out this run, then go get better today than we were yesterday, then get back home so we can eat some lunch, and then go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. So let's go, folks. There is about no better way to start the day than a nice hard run, and then to go get choked out by your friends for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It's like 3 hours. So let's go in here and go get better today than we were yesterday by getting choked out by the homies. I'm sure glad that I was able to convince myself to get up and get in here and get better today than we were yesterday. Because today, it was a great practice, an amazing practice. I did good. I felt good. I didn't feel good at first, but once we started moving, I was like, heck yeah. We pushed through that feeling. We persevered. That's why I tell you all the time, so those days that you're like, I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it. Or the days that you've got to get up and do it. Because you don't know. You never know. It could be the day that some light bulb goes off in your head and you're like, now I get it. Now I understand. And then you got 1% better today than you were yesterday, But if you stay in bed and you let that feeling overtake you of, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get better today than you were yesterday. It's kind of how that works. If you don't get up and go in, then you don't get better today than you were yesterday. But we had a few guys visiting from California to get, some work in before ADCCs and to have somewhere to train during the week of ADCCs, and I got some good scraps in with those guys. I was rolling with one of them, and I just kept taking him down, but every time I take him down, he'd build right back up. He'd literally throw his shoulder, what would be out of socket for me, behind his back, and build back up so that I couldn't take his back. He was throwing the short underhook in like nobody else I'd ever met in my life. And I'm like, God dang. This guy's irritating me. And then come to find out, one of his teammates sat down. He was talking to me at the end of practice, and he was like, yeah, he's Pan's champion. He's this, he's that, he's this. He placed at this, he placed at that. I'm like, God almighty. He's done everything. He goes, yeah, he's like one of our #1 black belts. He's like ranked #3 in the nation. He's ranked #1 in the nation in this weight class. Ranked #4 in the nation in this weight class. He's ranked #2 in the world in this weight. And I'm like, goodness gracious, dude. No wonder bro was so freaking slick. But it was an honor rolling with him. That's the cool thing about like no-gi jiu-jitsu is when you touch hands with someone, you have no idea who they are. You don't know if they're a blue belt, white belt, purple belt, brown belt, black belt, world champion. You don't know until you start rolling with them, and then you're like, damn, you're pretty good, dude. And that's kind of what happened today. It's like, damn, this guy's like defending everything I'm throwing at him. Shit. And come to find out he's a world champion, ranked all over the place in all different weight classes. No wonder bro was so good. But the cool thing is, I don't tap and talk. But the cool thing is, he did not sauce me up. Let's put it that way. He just made me realize that, oh shit, this guy's kind of good. And come to find out, he was kind of good. But, like I said earlier, folks, we forgot our lunch today, so I guess let's boogie on across the state. Hope that this traffic is our friend so that we can eat some lunch, take a little nap, then go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, and then get our butts back up here so that we can train one more time because we got 80 cc's this weekend. I think like the whole freaking team is competing at it, so we'll probably take like, you know, first in every division because we're built like that. But let's get home, folks. Alrighty, folks, we have finally made it home. I guess let's run inside and maybe get a quick little snack, but most likely a little nap. Surprisingly, we're not so hungry. With the overconsumption of calories over the past week, I wouldn't say we are fat, but we are definitely softer than we usually are. We have been in a long time, a really long time. So I'm really not all that hungry. So I think we're just gonna go in and take us a little nap before we gotta head back out to go get the kids better today than they were yesterday, folks. Yeah, folks, we chose the nap over some lunch. We got our lunch right here, but we will eat that when we were on the way back to go get better today than we were yesterday. Right now, we've got to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. Well, we have made it to get the kids better today than they were yesterday, folks. And today, we're going to be working on a little bit of really just hand fighting. I don't even want to initiate the takedown yet. I just want them to work on their hand fighting because a whole lot of them don't know how to get control while standing so that they can, well, set up a takedown. They don't know how to get useful grips, get advantageous grips. They just grab. So we're going to be working on some two-on-one grips in hopes that it'll guide them in the right direction to start getting some matches to the ground so they're not just the whole entire time. So let's get in here and teach them a little bit about hand fighting, folks. Kids class went flipping excellent, folks. Our idea of trying to work in some hand fighting ended up working out great. I stopped seeing the pitter-patter slap fighting that I see so many kids jiu-jitsu programs, really just jiu-jitsu programs in general, doing. Just by working some hand fighting. We worked cross wrist elbow, inside ties, and our underhook just flowing through the three. And then our lives, goodness gracious, those looked like freaking 80 cc final matches, every one of the lives. So I got nothing to complain about today. Everyone came in focused, everyone came in prepared, everyone came in ready to learn, and we had a lot of new faces. So I hope they'll stick around and keep trying to learn some more jiu-jitsu. But I guess let's head across the state of Georgia to go finish getting better today than we were yesterday, folks. Alright, folks, we have made it. Let's run in here and get like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes of bag work in. Then run next door, knock out some jiu-jitsu, because that's honestly why we're here right now. We're going to do 80 cc's this weekend too, because why freaking not, folks? So we need to focus solely on jiu-jitsu this week. Only thing that we need to focus on. So that's what we're going to do the rest of the week, is we're going to focus on our jiu-jitsu. So let's run in here, get a little bag work in, just so during the week we don't lose our striking cardio. And then let's run next door and get our jits on. Uh-oh, we've got to run. Time got away from me. And a day full of getting better today than we were yesterday. Complete. But I absolutely failed this morning, this afternoon, whatever you want to call it, earlier today. On the way home, I was supposed to stop and get some noodles so that I can meal prep this afternoon when I got home. But as y'all know, I failed. I didn't do that. I went straight home. So we've got to go find something to eat. So I guess let's go drive home and see if there's anything open on the way home. Alrighty, I guess since it's so late and everywhere else is closed, the only place that is open on the way home is Zaxby's or Waffle House. I guess we're gonna run in here and grab us a Zaxby's salad, and we'll grub down on that for dinner, folks. Oh, that Zaxby's is such a freaking G, folks. You don't understand. Like 99% of places in our town, if you get there before like 30 minutes before they close, they're not serving you, not at all. But the Zaxby's, they came in freaking clutch, and they were kind. They served me, and they were kind. You gotta love it when people are willing to actually do their job and not be pissed off about it. But let's get our butts home, folks, so that we can grub down and get to bed. And we have finally flipping made it home. Let's get in here, let's eat, and let's get to bed, folks. We may take a little trip to Tamarell. Maybe not, I don't know. We may hop on some fort. Who knows? But I know that I want to get inside and grub down because I'm freaking starving. But folks, today was like a prime example. I know I say it all the time, but today is a prime example of just ignoring that voice in your head and just going and doing it. Because we woke up this morning like, la da 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 da, I so don't want to go today. And then we went and we had an amazing practice. And then we came back home and so didn't want to get back up, but we hopped up. Then had another amazing practice for the kids. And then we went to the next workout and we had another amazing workout. And then not to mention the run this morning felt just terrific. So sometimes you've just got to silence that voice in your head, be a little tough that day, and just get out the freaking door, folks. I mean, no one's going to do the work for you, so you're going to have to do it yourself. You know what I mean, folks? So yeah, I would say it was a pretty successful day. We got a whole bunch of good scraps in. We got better today than we were yesterday. We were able to knock out a run, get in better shape today than we were yesterday. The kids' class went smooth. It went excellent. The kids grasped the concept that we were trying to lay down for them. So yeah, folks, sometimes you're just going to have to, like, I guess, bite down on that mouthpiece and walk forward. You know what I mean? So let's get ourselves inside, grub down, and get to bed or on games. Either way, we're going to be getting to bed pretty soon. So let's get inside. Good night, folks. And BillyGoat freaking loves you.